Dear students, welcome to the remote learning session. I am Navdeep, working as PGTIP in Cambridge International School, Tasua. So today we are going to focus on a new topic, that is data frames and CSV files. So yesterday we have already gone through the basics of data frames, where we have discussed how to create a data frame. In that we have discussed a simple program. So here we have taken the example of a data frame where we have taken the uh, data of different students. Clear? First we inputted their names, then is recorded their score, then how many attempts they have made, and whether they have qualified or not, and another is parameter is labels. So students, what we have used here, you see here we have used a list here. Clear? We have stored the names in a list, we have stored the score in a list, attempts and so on. Then we have also used, you see here, combined all these four lists together and we have made a data dictionary. And we also know that how to use a data dictionary. And then next is moving on to the our today's topic. So today we will learn about what is a CSV file is. So students, you all are familiar with Excel, and in Excel what we do, we store we store the data and apply different operations on the data. A CSV file just looks like a Excel file. Clear? You can see. But the major difference is that a CSV file is a text file. Now question arises, what is the difference between an Excel file and a CSV file? A CSV file is just a text file. We can store the data only. Clear? But what happens in Excel, we can store the data and apply different operations, like we can apply the formulas over there. Clear? But here in a CSV file, it is just used for storing the data. So the key difference between a Excel file and a CSV file is that a CSV file is just for storing the data only. So here what we have done here, as you can see, the name of a file is NBA, that is National Basketball Association. This is a American team. Okay. Here what we have done here, we have stored the different attributes of that team. Clear? See here, first is the names of the players, then their corresponding teams, numbers, their position, clear, age, and different parameters of the players. So this is what the NBA file is containing all of. Next is how to import a CSV file in Pandas. Our task is that we have already seen a CSV file, how to import that file into our Pandas and then use it. Now moving on to the Python platform here. So here the very first step is import pandas as the, giving a comment here. The process is reading a CSV file. So df is equal to pd dot read CSV. So before going into the details, writing the code, you can see here our task is the process to import a CSV file. So our process is now reading a CSV file. So now in reading a CSV file, we are going to use this read CSV function. So read CSV function, what it does, it basically reads a CSV file. The parameter here we are going to pass is the file name that we are going to import in our Python. So coming back to the code, so this is the function we have already focused, read CSV. So here I am going to pass the file name. And important thing here is, students, that we have to pass the path. So my file is stored in the E drive. Okay, that's why I have mentioned here E drive. Now I just want to, whatever the file I have imported, I just want to print the output. Use the print function df. Now this df is basically that file has been now converted into a data frame and stored in this variable df, that is representing my data frame, and here I am going to print my data frame. Just run this one. So whenever, students, you are finding here star, so what does star means? Star means that file is being processed. It will take a bit time. So the process is initiated. So students, you can see here now the output. This is the output part now. So you can see the file is containing huge number of records. So around about, this is having 4, 5, 6 starting from 0. So it means it contains 4, 5, 7 records of the players. Now let's say I want to see only the first 10 players records. So for that we have a head function. So you see here in the output part only the record of 10 players. Similarly, if I don't enter here 10, you see what is the output we get. By default we get the output of 5 players. You see here, here we are having few rows here and few here, because they are not coming here. You said this sign is, it means that the next columns are represented into the next part here. So the head function by default, it displays the first 5 rows of the file. Now next is, as we have a head function, similarly if I want to see the last rows of the NBA file, I can use the tail function. Tail function is basically displays the rows from the behind, means from the last one, like 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 5, and like this. Clear? So the next is, if I want to see the header, how the header parameter is used. See here, header 1, 2. Now what the effect this will do, I will use here a head function for better clarity. You see here my first 2 rows are here being represented as header. Clear? So now the labeling has started from third rows itself. So this parameter, header parameter, has made row 1 and row 2 as header. Now students, last we have discussed how to display the specific columns. Now going back to the PPT. Yesterday also we have gone through how to display a specific data frame column. Clear? So now see here, in the df part, to display a specific column, the statement is clear. Put here a column name. Let's say I want to display the name of players and their corresponding team names. So students, you can see here, now from the same file I am able to display the names as well as the corresponding teams. So rather than displaying whole of the file, I am able to display the specific columns, whatever the column I need to display. So this is the step, the same step we have done yesterday also. The next topic that we are going to cover is how the functions can be used for each other. So what does this means? You see here we have already used the head function. You see here head function we can use here also. Recall the head function. You see here presently we are seeing the records all the rows here. Clear? 4 5 7 rows are displaying here starting from 0 and it goes to 4 5 6. I just want to display the names and teams of first 5 players. See here, just run this code and you see here the head function. I am able to see the first 5 players, their names and their corresponding. I can use here the tail function also. Tail you recall to see the rows from last side, end of the file. So here you are seeing the records from the last part, that is 4 5 6, from the end part of the file. So this is the all about that we are going to discuss about the CSV files. So any doubt you have, you can contact me on my number. So I again thank you all for this session.